If you have a self-invested personal pension, or SIPP, and feel it might have been missold to you, you could be right. It was suggested back in 2019 that around £10 billion worth of SIPP investments were missold to UK clients alone. And there are also reports that large numbers of British expats were targeted abroad. In many cases, this has left clients tens of thousands of pounds out of pocket, which could effectively render a previously healthy pension pot utterly worthless. In this video, we'll answer the most common questions people have about missold SIPPs and reveal where you can get free, no-obligation advice to help you start your claim. 1. What happens if my SIPP provider goes bust? You can still seek compensation, even if the business that recommended your SIPP have recently gone into administration or are no longer in business. You can either handle the claims process yourself or instruct a company to sort it out on your behalf. If you are happy to deal with processing your own claim, then the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, or FSCS, can deal with mis-selling claims up to a maximum of £85,000. 2. Are SIPPs protected by the FSCS? Yes, many types of investments are covered by their protection, and that includes SIPPs. The FSCS exists to protect investors if their financial provider missells a financial product to them or goes bust. 3. How safe are SIPP pensions? It is important to remember that the value of investments in any type of pension can go down as well as up. However, the risk of this happening to SIPP investments is inherently greater than a standard personal pension. This is because SIPP investments can often be unregulated. Self-invested personal pensions were initially meant for experienced investors with a good knowledge of the market and those who were able to accept higher financial risks in return for higher potential returns. However, many people were duped into moving their money into a SIPP when it was wholly unsuitable for them to do so. Millions of pounds have already been paid out in compensation claims as a result of this. 4. Are SIPP providers safe? Most SIPP providers are diligent, trustworthy, and experienced in their field. They offer advice and products in the best interests of their client. Sadly, there are also some companies who do not carry out this same due diligence, are dishonest in their sales pitch, or employ unscrupulous practices to mislead people out of their hard-earned and hard-saved money. In short, the SIPP provider is generally only as safe as the ethical principles of their company. 5. Is there a time limit for making a SIPP claim? Yes, there is. A claim must be made within 6 years of being missold the SIPP, or within 3 years from the point you became aware that the SIPP was missold. 6. What steps should I take to make a SIPP claim? If you wish, you can handle all the elements of the claim yourself by using the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. You will be required to source and provide all the necessary paperwork and proof of mis-selling yourself. However, you may prefer to have the assistance of an experienced solicitor to process your claim instead, who can deal with all of these tasks on your behalf and provide advice where needed. 7. Where you can get free, no-obligation advice. Claims Compass work with a team of professionals who can pursue the claim on your behalf, using their knowledge and expertise to achieve the highest possible compensation. If, after watching this video, you feel you may have been missold your SIPP, we can help. To get free, no-obligation advice from a claims advisor, visit claims-compass.co.uk today, or click the link in the description below.